Hello everybody and welcome to Berringer for an update for you. And today it's the grass is greener on the other side, and that's the theme of the update. And before we get to that, I'm just going to give you a quick little mini update of around town and a few other small little bits before I get to the main update. Now the first little bit around town is we've just finished this mound here, and we've just added some first bit of scenery in terms of fine turf. And the other little bit I've just added in town is just a little pillar box just to complete the scene. And I think I've already shown you the bus stops. That's the little bit around town just to show you. Also, the main road bridge has been weathered, and quite heavily weathered actually, in a slightly different. It's the same technique as I was using before, but it's just a slightly different colour, in a sort of murkier brown, so you get a slightly different effect to the road bridge. But I'm really pleased with that because that's come out really nicely. If I just show you, it's really, you can really see all the various little colours and things like that. And that leads me on to the main update, which is the grass is greener on the other side. The very much neglected end of the layout has now had a major refurbishment, and I will take you through it. First of all, as you can probably see directly in front of you, is some telegraph poles which were bought from Ratio, and they have now sort of been dotted along the route. And at this point, at this telegraph, it crosses over to the far side and over towards the village. If I take you rewind back slightly, you'll also see that there's also some turf and some scenery. We've also did some rock faces, and this is used in the cheap way. And if I just quickly tell you, it's basically if any of you come across Everard Junction, that's a great video channel to watch, and he was doing a tutorial of just using a bit of poly filler and to create his rock face, and that's pretty much what I've done rather than go through the expensive woodland scenic approach. Then I've added some barriers. I bought some gates and barriers selection from Ratio for my TMD. Then I'd used some of it for my TMD, and this was kind of left over, and then I sort of had a bit of a light bulb moment, and I thought, well, this will make a great way of protecting the road leading up to the track. So we've still got our little porter cabin down there. Along here you can see our bus at our little bus shelter. Also, this is a I think it's a Ratio or Wills, I think it's a Wills bus shelter, I think it's SS75 or something, but if you're interested, let me know and I'll give you the actual details of it. And this has also been painted in various colours and weathered, so to dull it down in the same sort of manner as I have been. Also, the fencing, I've got a couple of pieces of wooden fencing left over from the station, so I've used those just to bridge the gap between, just behind, as you can see there, between the wall and the actual sort of where the signal box is. I'm not quite sure how to say it, but then we've still got our little van along here. We've also then gravelled it all the way up to the village. Our village has had some work done to it. It's still far from finished. It needs static grass and everything. This is only just like the first coat. We've got our little telephone box, our little MG, and here's our Waterwitch pub, which was renamed from the Saracen's Head. My little post bus is parked up, just picking up from the little post box that I've got there. And then we have the footpath laid out for the footpath for the canal. Over here we're going to get those Metcalf picnic tables and things like that, more than likely to fit in there. And then after we've got the canal scene, which hasn't been finished yet by any stretch of imagination, it actually needs a bit of tidying up more than anything else. We then come further down, and you'll notice now that the actual entrance to the tunnel has been moved forward, and so it was actually back here. This has now become a lift out section, so this little section here, that's why there's a bit of a line there, but that's going to be blended in with some bushes and things like that, so this is only just like the first coat. So at the moment it just looks like there's a line there, but we're going to blend it in with some bushes and things, and then this becomes a lift out section, because underneath here there is a point, and there's also a couple of point motors, and so therefore, just in case I need to get to them for maintenance, that's pretty much why that's a lift out section. But there is also a webcam under there. I've got an old webcam which is connected to my computer, so that also allows me to see the points and the positions of them. So basically, if there's any maintenance, then this section here can be removed. And this front section here is actually part of the scenery, that's actually bedded in. The walls of the tunnel basically is a piece of card and the plastic card from, I think it's Slater's again, or Wills, or one of those. I think it's a Wills Slater's Wills thing that I used for the box section, and I had some left over, so I've used that for that and for that side there. And what I've done there is basically behind here is polystyrene, and I've taken a serrated knife and basically cut the serrated knife into the polystyrene and then bedded the wall into the rock, so it looks like it's coming out of the rock. And the same has been done along here, and also the rock has been done and in the same method as Everett Junction showed. So if you are interested, please go and have a look at the channel, and it's come out really well. I've been really pleased. We're back over the bridge, and then we've got our footpath here. Now I'm going to be putting some matchsticks in the same way I've done along the footpath for the canal, and that's going to go all the way along there, but I haven't quite finished it, but it's going to go up towards the gate, towards the end of the bridge there. So basically that's as far as we've got with the update, but I'm really pleased with it. I'm really pleased with the fact that I'm learning some new techniques and all these little bits and pieces are coming together. I like the way that the hillside is just sort of sloping down slightly, and the way that the tunnel mouth has been moved forward and cut in. So I'm really pleased with that. At the moment I'm deliberating as to what to do with the back scene, because I haven't really found one that I feel will either match or would look right. So until I do, it's just going to stay like this for the minute, but I will put a photographic back scene of some description to give it some depth. So thanks for watching. Please feel free to comment and subscribe, and I will just give you a nice brief overview, last brief overview of what it looks like. And if I get to ground level, then hopefully you can sort of see just how sort of realistic it really looks, or I hope so. Anyway, so take care, thanks for watching, feel free to comment and subscribe, and I will speak to you soon when I next have an update. Bye for now.